Good morning, good morning. You've heard of a vision board, but have you heard of a vision book? So I started this maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and this is a mixed media book, not a sketchbook because the mixed media has thicker pages. And I did a vision book instead of a vision board. Because there are a lot of things I want to manifest in my life, right? So let me show you, let me walk you through some of the pages. I'm not going to show you all of them because I have private moments. Keep it mysterious, right? So let's walk you through it. And I put, of course, magazine clippings in here, but I also put other forms of media, collage work in here. Which you will see. So let's start it off. This is when you open it up. We open it up. This is my favorite Bible verse, with God all things are possible. This is from an invoice or a bank statement, something like that, but it was the envelope and it made a funky pattern. This one was too. This is a sweet card that my grandma sent me, which is basically like, you don't need to do spells, you're magical already. But I still like to do spells because I just like to bump up that shit, right? But it does remind me that like the power of manifestation is already in me, but I like to ground my intention with ritual. I also got this wax perfume from Lush a few years ago, and it's called Lust. And it's one of my favorite smells. So I put it on here just to like get my signature scent. Don't even know if it smells anymore. Let me smell it. No, it does not. But it's still like part of me, right? I charge my beauty products like jewelry, perfumes, moisturizers, all of that. I will charge that under full moons, with crystals, through rituals, with candles, vigil candles. And that's one way you can incorporate glamour beauty just in everyday life. And it's not as like exhaustive as of a ritual as you might think. Also, this is super cute. This was when I was a kid, and I wrote in some sort of book. I forgot what book it was, but it says, "This book blondes to Lauren Brown." Cute, cute, cute. Blondes. So this is the first page, and this is just, I want to be free. I want to be free. I want to have free time. I used to take time in a circular. I was going through a period. I was driving for Lyft, and so I could set my own schedule. So I was going through a period where I had a biphasic sleep phase, which is you can go biphasic, triphasic, different types of phases. But basically, before this like modern world, humans did not sleep for a full 8 hours, and some countries still practice this. But like Spain will take a siesta in the middle of the day, right? And I'm a big nap person. I love naps. It's easy for me to nap, even if I've had coffee. I can like get in the zone and nap. I love that about myself. I appreciate that about myself. I love to dream. I love to sleep. It's a very important part of my life. But I get a lot of my ideas and inspiration from dreams, so they are very important to me. So I love naps, right? And part of working at a 9 to 5 that's always bugged me is the lack of accessible naps, right? And multiple places I would go into certain rooms and take a nap. There was a yoga room in the last brick and mortar 9 to 5 that I worked at. So I would go into the like wellness room, they called it, and they had a little blanket. I would cozy up, turn off the lights, and sleep. And then the place I worked before that, it was also a 9 to 5, more like noon to 9. But it was post-production, so they had editing bays. So I scheduled people to be in the bays, so I knew who would be in that room at the time. So if they weren't in that room, I would go and take a nap in that room. It was very dark. Oh, the editing bays, they have to be super dark so that you can see the film. Like a movie theater, you can catch all the detail. But they make for great naps. But it's obviously it's an unconventional practice, and a lot of people can't take naps, but that's just me. Naps are not a part of this video, so I got on a tangent. We can talk more about biphasic sleep schedules later. I would love to share more about it because I kind of want to get back into the groove. I just haven't. But basically, it's like you sleep for 6 hours during the night and then you take a nap during the day. And so you don't have to get that full 8 hours, and you're actually more refreshed, and it's a better way to charge your bodily system. And everybody body, meaning your physical body, every body is different. So just because biphasic sleep schedules work for me doesn't mean they'll work for you, but I'm just sharing the utopia that I want to create, which is a nap world, which is funny because whenever I was in kindergarten, preschool, daycare, I was really rebellious about naps and a big old brat if I had to take naps. Because I had such a FOMO attitude as a kid, fear of missing out. And if I was at a slumber party and I was drifting off and I heard someone say Lauren's falling asleep, I would be like, no, I'm not. I would get very upset, right? I'm just resting my eyes. So it's funny that in adulthood I'm like, yes, I am sleeping. And go about your business, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to drift off into dreamland here because being an adult is boring. But yes, so the vision that I have basically is free time. I want to be in union with the universe, with the world. Little travel trailer, go on adventures, nature, hike. That's what I'm all about. But like I said, with this time, this was me envisioning, hi there, I'm showing you a vision board, but it's a vision book. So this was my first page, and I just wanted to conceptualize time in a different way and look at the world in a different way. And let me tell you guys, whenever I was doing this circular time system, I'll show you more, I'll get into more of it, but whenever I was doing the circular time system, it really unlocked my time management skills in a much better way than a linear time system. And I would love to go back to that. I just need to discipline myself more, right? So this vision book, I call it, was a sort of bullet journal, but then after you are done with those bullet journals, you're done with your to-do list, your grocery list, your schedule for the day, I don't see the sense in keeping those pages around. If this were a journal where I jotted down my feelings, and even then it's some things it's just okay, that's in the past, I got it out of my system. So I love this collage method where I could write something down, and then whenever I was done, see, this is just a schedule of the day. If you can't see, we see noon here, 4 p.m., 8 p.m. This was a schedule for the day, and so after I was done with that schedule, I would just collage over it. So let me get to the next one, see if there's anything super private. No, I do not see it. So this was, I was tutoring kids at the time, and I had a bit of baby fever. I still love children. I don't have that baby fever as much anymore. But this is, it may come back, who knows. But anyway, this was just in great company. Children are great company. They give me insights. And so this was sort of honoring the children, I guess. And then we have, this was, a lot of these clippings were from Unitarian magazine. So it has very like be the change, greater good. But this is what I wanted to manifest into my life spiritually. It says, wonder is the common root of art, science, and religion. Oh, yes, it is. So that's what I wanted to manifest into my life. Let's see. This is another, this was from the same magazine, I believe, but this was Interfaith. Unitarian Universalism is an interfaith community, so we study Judaism, Islam, atheism, even Christianity is involved, but because we're so saturated, it's like we want to learn about these other things. But I'm always learning from other cultures, and I love it. So that is one of my visions. And I included sleep because, you know, I love sleep. Here's another one for just success in general. Achievement, anything I want to achieve. The great thing about these mixed media books too is you can stand them up because they're pretty sturdy. You can stand them up. And so, rather than getting this big poster board that you put like all of the things you want to manifest, like dream home, dream partner, blah, 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 blah. You can sort of section out your visualizations into individual pages that are for specific manifestations, right? So that was just, and the Victor Success, all of that, I could use that for multiple visualizations that I want to succeed in, right? So whether it is a screenwriting contest, whether it is, you know, a healthy relationship, whether it is, I don't know, any sort of success. And then I have specific success here. Come on, dude, come on. Specific success here for motion picture stuff that I want to achieve. And I really liked this Oscar guy because, like, he has like a crutch and a broken arm and a head bandage, and so it reminds me that even throughout my struggles, there's still the opportunity that I can surmount those struggles, right? Even most of the motion pictures that we see are about triumph over adversity, right? So that reminds me to keep pushing forward, even though I get rejected and people don't always resonate with my work. People bail on me, stuff like that. Even through all of these challenges, if I just keep doing what I love, then hopefully I'll bear the fruits of my labor. I'm a little embarrassed sharing this one because it is love, and for whatever reason, I mean, I guess because maybe Venus is in my 12th house, but I'm just embarrassed to admit, like, I want love and all of this, but this is a love manifestation. I drew roses, so I'm very proud of those. And I'm not going to show you what's under here, but you can lift this, this flap. So I glued the top half, and then you can lift this part. Boop, 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 boop. That's from Earth Girls Are Easy. Funny thing is that many of you know that I'm working on an adaptation, so that is like a funny coincidence. I was not working on that screenplay at the time. So interesting. Let's see what else I got. So these are just things about love that I wanted to, like, types of love relationships that I wanted to manifest into my life. Fall back in love, electric, exclusive, leap of faith, all of that. And I cut out a lot of words because, you know, of course, images are helpful too, but don't forget about your words whenever you're doing vision boards or these vision books. Here is just community and family, being away from, and this was inspired by whenever I was going to church regularly. I fell out of that community for various reasons. I keep thinking about going back to church, only a different church. I started going to a coven before the pandemic hit, and they went to another Unitarian church that's still, it's not in LA, it's in Pasadena, close to LA, but is Pasadena considered LA? Is Pasadena a neighborhood or is it a town? I don't know. Anyway, so these are the things that that going to church made me want in my life, is just a community of people who support me. And then I was really connected to children at the time. I don't have children of my own at the moment, but I love like inspiring them, teaching them. But yeah, I wanted family at the time, and I wanted a support system. But being away from my friends and family in Oklahoma, that was just me manifesting a support system, because it's just me out here. I don't have any family out here. I don't have nothing. Some things I will not show you. This was, well, I'll just show you just for the art of it. Not one of my favorite pages, but it is like the artwork of it is kind of nice. But this was just sort of like, the new year is beginning, work out, organize your life, get back on track. You're a butterfly, you're transforming. This was my natal chart, if you guys don't know. So let's continue. What else did I manifest? I won't show you that one. This is, I liked this page. This was what I wanted to manifest, what I wanted to, you know that TikTok that's Abraham Hicks, and it's like, I've decided that I'm a good person and I deserve good things in my life. This was kind of that vibe. Like, I deserve luxury. I deserve travel. I deserve to feed my soul. Let's see. Let's keep it moving. Okay, let me show you my time system. This is a better example. So I would start 6 a.m. at the top, and then I would go clockwise to 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m. And this, like seeing it in a pie form, really helped me visualize the chunks of time, like how I was spending my time, right? How I was spending my whole day. And I could portion it out. Like the pink here is driving for Lyft, right? And then I would have different, see, I scheduled a nap. Different things I wanted to do here. And so I would love to keep time this way again, because we look at the clock and that's how we keep time. And like, my higher self knows that time is not linear. My higher self knows that time is cyclical. So we make rotations around the sun. That's round. So keeping time in a linear way just kind of seems strange to me. Flipping through some pages that I'm going to keep personal just for me. But this is one I can show you. We all have the power to heal. Revolution, one nation. Let the global healing begin. So, was very focused on all these. Wisdom, purpose, practices, prayers, star, community. Don't know what those other words were, but it doesn't matter because I scratched them out. I liked this image, like, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So it's like, what can I do for the world, right? That was a reminder that I am the co-creator. So as much as I am manifesting this, I have to take some responsibility. Okay, this was another way of viewing time, which was not the circular version of the day, but this is the circular version of the month. So, and of course, New Year, so I was trying to like get in shape and stuff, but it was, 31 days here. I sectioned it off into 32 spots, and then this doesn't count. And then I would put Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, blah, 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 blah. And then you can draw lines in the specific days and put what you were doing then, big events. But I liked that way of looking at a month. This is, I misspelled surrender here. So I put something on top, but I like how it all turned out. Very, very tie-dye hippie stuff. Okay, this was when I was moving from the MacArthur Park, Koreatown area to where I am now, which is not quite where I wanted, but it's like perfect for me. So ultimately this manifestation worked, but I'm gonna show you. So this was sort of being in nature, loves fresh air, nature, in your element, create your own space, the sunshine. And look at this sweet little dog, because I love dogs and I need dogs in my life. And look, she's walking through the forest. Ah, sunlight. So anyway, moving. Sorry, I'm shaky. So this is what I wanted to manifest when I was moving. And this is the area, neighborhoods in LA that I wanted to move to. And El Sereno is by Highland Park, but it's not quite Highland Park, but actually that's perfect for me because these areas they can be a little hipsterville, So one, there's a lot of gentrification, so the cost of living is crazy. But two, while it has cool things to do, while it is hipsterville, sometimes hipsters annoy me. Like the pretentiousness of like the cool kids sometimes are just like, shut up. So like living in that environment, being in the thick of it, I think like would ultimately annoy me. Not to mention be crazy expensive and like out of my means. But like being close to it, but not in the thick of it, gives me an appreciation for it. But I'm not annoyed by like whatever cool thing, like cool exclusive thing you want to do at that moment. So this is more relationship stuff, but it's more sexy. Back ads of magazines, but also like snuggles. Ooh, ooh. Me. I'm like paranoid that I put something in here that will embarrass me. I did, but I'll show you the pages that won't. I like food, so eating food with my partner. Making food, eating food, love it all. Not proud with those pages. Those are personal, so let's flip through this. Oh, this is the last page I'll show you because looks like the others. Oh, actually, 2 more pages, guys. 2 more pages because I found something else. Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, they're either private or not visually appealing. But this one I will show you. I took the tea packets, like unused tea packets, and I put them here because whenever I was working at Deluxe, they had a tea bar. They had different tea, different flavors of tea. But what I did with them is I would use them in spells, and you just take whatever tea you want, and then whatever tea appeals to you, and you craft a spell around that. Can I zoom in? Yes. So what I would do is, say, me drinking this Tazo passion tea, I would look up what hibiscus means, what orange peel means, rose hips, passion fruit, and after I looked at the herbal meanings, the spiritual herbal meanings of all of those, then I would craft a spell around those meanings, right? So that's a great way to do spell work. That's a great way if you are still in the broom closet to do a sneaky little spell, right? Like, you can drink your tea and like put a crystal in it. No one's gonna know. Even if you don't put a crystal in it, you can drink your tea. I have shown you a manifestation technique, dissolving timelines, using tea on this channel. I'll try to link it below. But you can drink your tea, set your intention. That's a grounded way to manifest into your life, right? To bring that ritual down to the ground without being like incense and like dragon's blood, fingernail clippings, like candle wax, and all sorts of like obvious witchy things if you just want to do something like really low key. And even like I love ritual and spells, but sometimes like it is a lot of work. It is like to do all that, because burning a candle, like a lot of us will like carve into the candle and do all of this work to like imprint our intention into that working. But with tea, like you don't have to carve anything. You don't have to do any intensive working, but it is a way to ground that intention. Let's keep it moving, keep it moving. Last thing I want to show you is, one day, I came home and I had some tarot cards out laying around somewhere, and my dog has never done this, but she chewed these tarot cards. I was so mad. I posted about it on Facebook in a tarot group, and I got a lot of backlash because people are crazy. She chewed up these tarot cards. She's never done that before, and I was so angry at the time. But then whenever I was cleaning it up, I noticed that the ones that were like bitten off and chewed and like not usable again actually told a story. And so it was a crazy way of like my dog using her intuition to tell me, like to give me signs. And that was one of the most magical things I have ever experienced. I love her so much, and that like it's just kind of amazing. But also, she was having some nervous energy at the time. She can get a little like nervous. She is a higher energy dog, so she has sort of that mental activity going on, right? But I think it was during a time when they were shooting off a lot of fireworks, and this dog that chewed up the tarot cards is usually like, she puts on a brave face about it. My hound dog has always been scared of them. She passed away in February, but I think the fireworks still get to my little Esky. She just like pretends that she's strong and she can handle it. But sometimes she does go through these like nervous energy phases, right? One time she was taking all of her toys and she hid them under my bed, and she was like licking them and like grouping them together, which was just an unusual practice. And she would not leave under the bed. And I was like, what is going on with this dog? This was years and years and years ago. And I looked like under my bed and I saw my nicotine patches. I was trying to quit smoking at the time. I did quit smoking. You can do it, guys. You can do it. But I was disgusting. I was taking my nicotine patches, folding them up after they were like used, and then just putting them, like throwing them like, under my bed. So I had freaked out because I thought, like, did Nanook get into my nicotine patches? Is she like addicted to cigarettes now? And that's why she's like nervous. It wasn't that. But when I took her to the vet, they said that sometimes if you have not spayed or neutered your, what would it be? Spayed. If you have not spayed your dog, then they will have a false pregnancy where they like think they're pregnant, and it's like their maternal instinct to have these pups, but like they have not been like they have not like done anything to create those pups. So it's kind of like a little like baby fever psycho thing that dogs go through. And she has been so nurturing after that. Like it was like a 180 after that happened. So long story short, I wanted to breed her for a while because she's so gorgeous, but like it just didn't work out. Breeding would be too expensive anyway, and nah. So that's why I didn't get her spayed. But then after that, I got her spayed. She still kind of does that, but not much. Yeah, if your dog is behaving that way, they might have a false pregnancy. Okay, let's get back on track, Lauren. Get back on track. But she still goes through different phases of anxiety and like mental agitation, right? So she did that. And also, you know, dogs are very empathetic. So I knew that she was sensing my twin flame. We had been separated. We're still separated. But I knew she was sensing him and like missing him, and that she could pick up on how nervous he was. So that was really powerful. It was powerful to get a reading from my dog. It was powerful to know that she was connected to him. I don't know if she is or not anymore. Yeah, let me just show you the reading. I'm not going to interpret it for you, but let me just show you what I did with the remaining cards. And I would love to get this deck again because it's so cute. I would love to get this deck again. If you would like to gift me this deck, please, please. I miss it. And I will take better care of it and not have my dog chew it anymore. You know, I do not resent her for tearing up my deck because she gave me one of the best readings I could have ever gotten. So anyway, here is the reading. Let's see. We have the Knave of Hearts, or the Knave of Cups, Page of Cups, excuse me. We have Two of Cups. We have Knight of Cups. I also showed the tarot page on Facebook that a lot of them bitched me out for. Some of them did interpret this reading, and they got like the same intuitive hits that I got. But yeah, if you want to interpret it for yourself, we have the Magician, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page of Cups, 3 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, and Knight of Cups. So yeah, I would love for you guys to make your own vision books and have multiple things that you want to manifest and multiple things that you want to focus on. It is a great, like, creative exercise. I like to do creative things without any end game. Like whenever we were a kid and we drew a picture, we weren't thinking like, I'm going to sell this on Etsy for $200, or I'm going to give this to my mom so that she'll love me, or give this to my crush so that they'll love me. You know, it's like we did them just for our own satisfaction with no end game. So I like these little craft projects that aren't for anyone but for me, just for me to like express myself. And I do like collage, I do like mixed media. But yeah, let me know if you like this method. Give it a thumbs up. I will see you Monday. Have a good weekend.